Howdy everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to SGG. Welcome back everyone. My name is Woken Jr. and welcome to Elder Scrolls Online. That's right, we're actually playing this on the PC edition and it's definitely a little different. I've never actually really played it on the PC. This is my first character here. So we'll be doing this for our very first time. We actually have it where we can actually play the Warden on here. So let's go ahead and play it. We'll create our character's name. There we go. We'll make him a muscular, thin guy. So we'll go like kind of right there. That works. We'll lock that into place. We'll make him a super tall dude. There we go. Okay. Can't tell what skin colors those are, but we'll go with that one. That one looks nice. That one's kind of close to what mine is. This is the body markings. So we'll do that so we can see these body markings here. What was that last one? Just bite marks up there. I do not have any of those. So we'll just continue to scroll through here. I like that one. That one looks nice. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll go ahead and put our gear back on there. We'll leave those alone. Leave those alone. Face. We'll make him look as heroic as possible. Voice A. What does that sound like? No. No. Gotta find a perfect voice. Gotta find the perfect one. No. No. What was that one? We'll go with that one. We'll stick with that one. That one's pretty funny. What kind of hairstyle do we want? Let's go with. Let's see here. Let's see. What do I like best out of these haircuts? We'll go with that. No, I didn't say scroll backwards. So we'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. We will go with that hair color there. Let's see. We'll make my guy look young. Head markings. So we will try and find one that matches our tattoo down below. No. There we go. That one matches. This has got the red marks through it and the black. Face, cheekbone, eye color. Ooh, let's go with blue. Brow, nose, mouth, ear. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. So let's hit create. I know the tutorial, so let's go ahead and skip the tutorial and get straight into it. This is a new map area called Somerset. The land called Somerset is the birthplace of civilization and magic as we know. In Tamriel, on its identical sea kissed shore live the Ultimere, the High Elves. So this is where the High Elves live. Interesting. Okay, it's good. Oh, there we go. I'm about to say it's gonna take forever.
Let the cat. The island sprung a leak. Run!
Island sprung a leak. Run. Okay then. So we got level 2 rewards can now be claimed. You can actually claim your level stuff. That is new. Congratulations. Tips: spend skill points to gain new abilities. Spend attribute points to increase your magicka health and stamina. Ooh, that's new too. Nice. So, And we get a crown. Nice. Fortifying meal. Future rewards. So next level we get that. Choice of armor. Nice. That's interesting. I have 3 unread messages. Mail window allows you to send and receive in-game mail. Remember, you have a limited number of mail slots. Delete messages that you no longer need to free up space in new mail. Okay. Oh. Ooh, nice. Some treasure maps here. How do I collect them? I do not know how to collect those. Then that, and then that. Ooh, take attachments. There we go. Figured it out. Nice. So, let's see here. Selected item, properties, press E to use, equip. Nice. Crown store.
There are many spectacular rewards that the crate could contain.
Ooh, hey, I got them
You
all.
can view this excellent selection
See
by
what we
clicking
get.
the crate.
We got gold casting draining poison, crown mimic stone. Nice.
Quite valuable.
Nice.
Akruti can see a lucky
Awesome.
aura around
Heck
you
yeah.
today.
We
He
got
is
some good stuff
sure
there.
you will get something good. And all you need is a crate. You can
Sweet.
purchase one from the store. And then
all the
goodbye, my
exits.
friend.
I didn't want to fully exits. Let's go back in there. That's for friends. Don't really care about that. I just want to like see my skills so I know where I can go. That's my quest journal. That's my collection. Skills. There we go. So, divine. Looks like I'm a magician. Yeah, I got spells. Okay. So, frost cloak. Alrighty. So I know where to put my ability points into. Is Magicka. We'll put 1 into health. Good points. There we go. And then this. What do I want? Fungal growth. Seed a large area of mushrooms in front of you, healing you and your allies for 3,395 health. That might come in handy. Frost cloak. Wrap a thick cloak of ice around you and your allies. This ice grants major resolve and major ward, increasing your physical spell resistance by 5,280 for 18 seconds. Nice. Divine. Command a cliff racer to dive bomb an enemy, dealing 3,395 magic damage. Ooh, I like that one. We'll get that one, and we'll get this one. Oops, I did not unlock that first one, did I? No, I did not. I hit cancel. Whoops, there we go. So we got those. I got a notification. Invites to guilds and contacts are moved to notification windows if you answer them right away. Okay. Buddy markings have been updated. I don't care about that. Alrighty. So, this is actually going to be quite easy. Maybe.
First, the Queen issues
We'll
a
see
decree
how
that
well this
changes the
runs.
status of Somerset from an isolated paradise into a tourist attraction. Now monsters, sea creatures, I've never seen anything like them. Well, I say let the cat fight them. Better him than me.
Monsters? Cat? Slow down. Tell me what happened.
Suddenly the ground opened, spewing water and strange creatures. They attacked us. Luckily, one of the newcomers, a Khajiit, leaped in and drove them back. Called himself Razumdar. He could probably use some help if you're so inclined.
I'll go talk to Razumdar. So, we need to go this way. What was that? Sounds like someone fought a dog. We've got a merchant there. That's good. Alrighty. This actually looks pretty fun and exciting. Ooh, those are some interesting looking creatures. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Nice. Ooh. So ugly. Hey, Razumdar.
Have you ever seen such creatures? Raz has not. Probably neither have you. You are a newcomer, yes? New
Yes,
to
yes,
this
I am.
island of high elves? This one has an eye for such things. And you look capable. So can Raz interest you in some cloak and dagger work?
Cloak and dagger work sounds ominous.
No, nothing of the sort. Well, maybe a little of the sort. Depends on how things develop. Raz has come to Somerset at the behest of Queen Irene to make sure her decree regarding the opening of the island proceeds as she directed.
Excuse me. So, how can I help?
Ask some questions, determine the mood in Shimmerin, and see how the newcomers are faring. Rumors have reached the Queen, and she is concerned. So Razumdar comes to see what is happening and fight strange creatures. Now Raz is concerned as well.
I'll ask some questions around the city.
While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing. Let's meet near the entrance to Shimmerin when you have something to report.
Okay, sounds good. Later, Razumdar. Alrighty, so we gotta go ask a few people some questions around here. So we got someone over there, someone over there. That's about it. So or no, there's someone over there. We'll go talk to this person since we're a little closer, but it looks good to them. This game I definitely enjoy. It's definitely different from any of your other MMOs that you get to play. Definitely nice. I like the graphics on it is pretty dang good, honestly. Where is this guy? Is he over here? Where is he? Oh, that's it. There's no one here. Oh, there you go.
Go find your own patch of beach.
I'm just here to talk.
Not that you'd understand the an ultimate concept practiced widely here in Somerset. Alaxon is the state of perfection that every high elf strives for. The path to Alaxon represents the approach we take to achieve that state. Now, why have you interrupted my work?
I heard you had complaints in Shimmerin. I'd like to hear about that.
I believe in caution as much as the next high elf, but sometimes the rules get in the way of common sense. My apprentice lived here for more than a year. Good help is so hard to find, especially among the newcomers. And she was adept at making dyes.
What happened to your apprentice?
They took her away. Said they had to scrutinize her qualifications, test her knowledge of culture and etiquette. But I haven't seen her since. My work suffers, so of course I complained to the monks. Now I have to gather my own shells.
Did the monks offer any explanation as to where she was or when she'd be returned?
They told me I could fill out some forms and appeal to the kin lady. But who has time for such bureaucracy? And for a wood elf? I've said too much. I have work to do, and all this aggravation has diverted my path to Alaxon.
Alrighty, well, I'll let you get back to your work then.
Perfection requires
Alright.
constant vigilance, so back to it.
I hear something shiny. Ninroot. Yay. Ninroot is very rare to find in this game. It's a rare collection. We've only seen a certain amount. Alrighty, so we got two more people to talk to. So let's go ahead and find those two people. And we'll talk to them. Man, but this game, like I was saying earlier, it's a beautiful game. It really is. Amazing graphics. I love just like the way that everything looks in it. And also the way that you can like customize your characters. Because being able to customize your characters is very nice. It's extremely nice. Yeah, I want to see what kind of collections I have. So I have an upgrade. So I got those two. Class Warden, Divine Prospect appearances. So I got a new costume and the new body markings, mementos, right, talisman. Got mounts. How do I mount? I don't know how to mount those guys. And then I got some pets, and some new emotes. How How do I mount you? There we go. Figured it out. Haha. It's H for horse. That's definitely funny. Okay, so not that way. We need to go this way. Okay. Shimmerine. Discovered. Animal champions increased to 2. Nice.
I hope to be done here soon.
Let's see if I can get to this person or if I need to go through the city. Looks like I'll need to go through the city to get to that person. This person is off in this direction. There's also another quest over here somewhere. I saw it pop up when I was riding through here. Since I'm a mage, I'm going to be
Keeping
wearing
myself
light
busy
armor, I do believe.
Seeking a
that's
sip
my
of
person.
fine, headed to the famed Russefeld winery, traveler. Well then, it seems I'm not the only one who'll be disappointed today. Old Hallimorian's been offed by those wood elves. Won't be any wine tastings for a while, I'd wager.
You mean there's been a murder?
Just what I heard from one of the bailiffs. Apparently, some daffy Bosmer called the Ghost of the Green did it, but no one knows for sure. The investigation's hit a snag. Something about the rule of 3. Superstitious nonsense, if you ask me.
Rule of 3. What's that?
Indeed. Until they find a suitable third investigator, the Juris Reeves and Revelators are left to sit on their hands. Nonsense. Why not go lend them a hand? They'll likely just tell you to go jump into the sea, but it can't hurt to ask.
Indeed, alright. I'll head to Rutherford and speak to these investigators. So, I'll head there later. Yeah. We'll continue doing this. Oh, cool. So I don't have to go through the city, maybe? I can just kind of ride over here. We'll see. I'll probably still ride through the city because I want to see what the city looks like. So, right. I hear another Ninru. There it is. Oh, look at that. We collected another Ninru. That's 2 in a row. Nice. Maybe they upped the chances of finding Ninroots. Ooh, torchbook. I'll take you. Alrighty, so we'll take all insect parts and everything. Ooh, bag. I will not take my time to read that. Cool. Alrighty. So it looks like this person was maybe murdered. Don't know. We'll find out maybe down the road. I don't want to really read that letter. If you guys want to go ahead and go back and pause it and read it, you guys can go ahead. But I was not going to sit there and strain my eyes to read it. So let's really quick grab my horse. Let's head on over here. We're going to go through the city. Looks like more merchant stands out here. It's good to know. Wow, right back at you, Kit Kat. So we need to head up in here, go around the circle, and take the second left, and then another left. Okay. Roger that. So there's the first left. There's the second left. Then another left. The first left up here. There's another quest back there. Alright. So we are heading in the right direction. Could have came through that way. Nice. Good to know that. Well, we know that for the future. But we are almost to where we need to go, hopefully. Hopefully it's like not up there. That would suck if it was like up top above this area. But by the looks of it, it's not. It's gonna be in here. Maybe. Yep, there he is.
I was once like you.
A newcomer in the warehouse district. Unusual. But how can I help you today, my friend?
I was wondering how your name ended up in the Divine Persecution Observation Log.
The Divine? Who told you that? If a justiciar sent you to try and trick me into confessing, no, no. The High Elves would never send a newcomer to perform such a task. But I admit it. I made my thoughts known.
And what were those thoughts, if you don't mind me asking?
I arranged to bring my cousin here to work with me. The ship arrived, but all the newcomers were carted away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady and anyone else who would listen. And what has it gotten me? Nothing.
You're not a high elf. Have you lived in Somerset very long?
Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help.
Do you like living in Somerset?
Somerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children, but they have never been hostile. The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
Thank you for that. Have a good day. Let's head on out. Alrighty. Now that we have finished that, we get to go talk to Rosendal again. Head all the way back out this way. I just now noticed, but those are Dominion cards. I'm a pact. Wonder why it started me off in the pact or in the Dominion area. Maybe just because I'm playing as a warden, so therefore, as a warden, this is where the warden starts in general. They don't start where the main races start, basically. That's fine. It is very fine. We'll meet up with Rosendar and continue this small little quest. Rosendar, where are you? There you are,
This is
Rosendar.
unheard of. Why have you closed the monastery?
Good people, I hear your concerns.
Well, the workers I hired, they were aboard the ship from Rivenspire.
The kin lady and I, we have only your best interests in mind. Every guest must be sequestered while we ascertain their suitability for Altmer society.
Interesting.
Dark's right. Look up.
Such anger. Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects. The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Did you learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to?
The assistant and their Red God's cousin have both been sequestered.
Sequestered, Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but O'Newell's assistant has lived on Somerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Soxolza have to say?
Tuxola was dead by the time I reached him. I found his letter in his backpack.
Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the kin lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery.
Alright, I'll help you investigate the monastery.
Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one will help you get past the sentry, though. When you notice that the sentry is distracted, just sleep quietly.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and do this then. There's another quest in here I can grab too while I'm running by. We'll grab it.
What is it?
But we'll continue doing the monastery
Fascinating.
one.
Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business?
The Mage's Guild?
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join.
Oh, let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
Well, what can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
What do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
Ready to join the Guild.
Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the Guild.
Good to know. Complete the quest. Alrighty, cool. We completed that quest instantly. That's nice. Alrighty, so we are heading into the monastery. Make sure, yeah, we're heading the right way. Okay, good. Just gotta make certain that we're heading the right way. Do.
When Somerset, oh Somerset, our fair and pretty land is threatened.
I think that was the sentry. There's another person here that would like to
Mara.
talk to me.
An adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Please, newcomer, I'm desperate for help. My son, Arathel, has gone missing. No one will tell me what happened to him.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
Yes, I'm sorry. The last time I saw him, he was agitated, scared. I asked him what was wrong, but he left without a word. The guards arrived later. They said he turned himself in, that he was involved in a plot to kill our sapiarch, Icantar.
You say he turned himself in? He's not in his cell?
No, he vanished. They say he escaped. Can you believe it? Why would he turn himself in only to escape a few hours later? They're hiding something, I know it. Please, Caraval, help me find my boy. He would never hurt anyone. I swear it.
Alright, I'll look for your son.
You have a perfect heart, newcomer. None of my neighbors would lift a finger to help me. The guards placed Arathel in a cell beneath the Kinlady's manor. I'm told the Justiciar of Remand is there now. A mer named Telerion. He must know something.
Would your son have any reason to kill this Beria Internata?
No, Icantar treats us like family. Arathel is Icantar's apprentice, you see? He was so proud when the attestation came through. He's been a bit withdrawn, though. I found some Aprax literature in his room. But it's just a phase, right?
Aprax?
Right. You're new to the Isle. I apologize. Apraxic Mer, a people who, for whatever reason, were expelled from the greater elven community. Most Aprax labor for years to re-enter society. Others choose to remain in exile. I feel very sorry for them.
And these Aprax elves do a lot of writing?
Some do, yes. Treatises on class warfare, religious hypocrisy, that sort of thing. A lot of young Mer take a liking to it. I think it's healthy to push back a bit. Not too much, of course, but a bit.
Are there any Aprax elves here in Shimmerine?
Rumor has it that a famous Aprax called the Mother of Rats lives in the city, but I've never met her. And even if I did, we're forbidden from speaking with her. Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? It's just the way things are here, I'm afraid.
Alrighty, well, thank you for the information. You have a good day. But we need to continue with this mission here. We'll get back to that.
I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
That was weird. Very interesting
Send me.
indeed.
Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... You say I want some gold?
Don't you remember?
Thank you, Dad. You have a good one. wardrobe, lockpicks. Empty. Some more lockpicks. Nice. Some more lockpicks. Ooh, hey, look at that. Some good drawing for the Nordic stuff. Alrighty, what else? 4 males, 3 females, all claim to be Dominion citizens. One says she lived in Somerset for more than a year, moved to preparation cells. Khajiit, 7 males, 9 females. Argonians, 4 gender and conclusive. Breton, 1 male, 2 females. Alrighty. Oh wait, that was a... Nope, I can't read the backside of that. Oh well. Alrighty, so there's another letter here. If you guys want to read this, go ahead and pause it. Alrighty, then we got someone here.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap.
Where can I find the people that have been squished or...
You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way.
Tell me about the Altrak and the new monks.
Aldork Tilkala arrived right after the Queen issued her decree. He came highly recommended by King Lady Avanice, or so I heard. It's not unusual for monks to form attachments and move together, but there's something strange about that bunch.
Strange? What do you mean?
The Aldork and his monks keep to themselves. They've taken the Undercroft for their own purposes and ordered the rest of us to avoid the ancient vaults beneath the monastery. Now, please, let me get back to my nap.
Alrighty, sounds good. You must have some idea where these questions, the newcomers?
Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why do you care about the complexities of Altma bureaucracy? Still, if I had to make a guess, I'd say they were taking into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away.
Anything else I should know about this
The
monastery?
monastery should be a place of peace and meditation. The Aldork has closed us down until further notice. That means if any of the monks spot you, they'll raise the alarm. Me? I never saw you. Now, if you don't mind, my nap awaits.
Alrighty, well, you have a good nap, sir. Goodbye. So I can't let any of the other monks see me. Alright, so if the monks see me, that'll not be a good thing. So where do I need to go? Said that they were down below, so we'll go ahead and head down below here. Investigate the monastery. So let's head downwards. Oh, can't go that way. Is there any other way down? Let's see here. We'll go up then. See what is around here. There's something over here. Oh, that's a friendly person. Examine.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldork's office, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. Who are you?
I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
Uh-huh. And what purpose would that be?
The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either.
Saw a pearl like that. There were strange creatures nearby.
Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding, we need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers.
How did you happen to get past the sentry, by the way?
The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations.
What else could be going on here?
That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldark and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me?
We'll meet you in the Undercroft.
A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldark acquired it.
I agree.
Probably not important. I'll meet you in the Undercroft, and we can see what's going on with the newcomers.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and head downwards to the Undercroft.
Foul temper.
Oh, yeah. So, the monastery Undercroft. This place looks like it's in ruins. We need to kind of do some repairing here.
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic.
I agree.
Cages.
Thank the divines. You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here.
Why did they lock
It's
you
a
in a cage?
nightmare. We came to Somerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages.
There's only a few of you here. Where are the rest of the newcomers?
The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
I'll unlock the cage and see what's going on in the next chamber.
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
Can't unlock any of the other cages.
A Daedra. Here? And that's a Scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious.
What's a Daedric Scuffin doing in the monastery devoted to the Eight?
An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door.
That's where the prisoner said the monks took the rest of the newcomers.
Then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action.
What about your missing friend?
I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
Okay, sounds good to me. You don't have a missing friend, do you? Alrighty, let's go on through.
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear. Your turn will come.
I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures.
Yep. What I'm doing.
The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm doing, lady. Ooh, ain't you ugly. You a ugly one. Look at that. That's not right to spit things at me. How dare you? I need to switch those around.
Come on, let's talk outside.
Okay. What happened to all the newcomers? all gone. I missed what happened to him. Whoops. Follow that on outside. Okay.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier.
What happened to the pearl? Did you destroy it?
I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Somerset. My inquiries led me here. The Sijic Order is an ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel. But that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all of this?
I'm working with Razumdar, one of the Queen's Eye. But what happened to the pearl?
An Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sijic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Alright, let's go. Why don't we just go back the way we came from? Get everyone inside. All these Daedrics deserve no longer to be around. Double the hit on that one. Ouch, I did not want to get hit by that one. But, take all that. Let's go on through. So that's been cleared out. Here's some more. Oh, I've been in this place. That's not good. So, yeah, and I like about this that you can actually like move, and if you don't look directly at them, you can still hit them. Which is nice, because they know that's your targets. Haha, take that. Bet you didn't like that. Targets. That's it. Only hit twice, but 3 works. Hey, Daedra Heart, nice. Getting Daedra Hearts already this early? I like it. There we go. Haha. Ooh. Nice. Nice. I like that. Alrighty, we're heading out of here. Doing pretty good. Once we get out of here, this will probably be actually all the time I got for this one today. But we'll see. I might end up finishing like this quest, like turning it in and everything, and starting the next one part of it, basically. If the floating screen ever goes through. Because look, it's taking a little too long.
Gone on tame for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll go talk to Razumdar real quick. Where is he? Okay. Of course, she's in the bar. It's Razumdar. Oh, I mean, my character doesn't know who Razumdar is, but I know who Razumdar is. Where are you, Razumdar? Are you upstairs? You are upstairs. Razumdar.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
The people that were sequestered, they were killed to power a Daedric ritual. I found this letter.
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day.
Indeed.
We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you.
You want me to go and accuse the King Lady of conspiracy with the Daedric cult?
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door.
Alrighty. I also met a mage from the Physique Order.
A Sijik?
Or Siege.
Raz has heard rumors. But there are always rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating?
Something about a warning, and she seemed pretty interested in the life-sucking pearl.
There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the Kin Lady has to say.
Shouldn't you speak to the King Lady? You do work for the Queen, after all.
Kin Lady Avenice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with the sordid details. Besides, everyone behaves well when they see Raz. You will learn more than I would.
Alrighty, well, take care, Raz. And that is actually going to be all the time I got for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that way you guys are notified of whenever we upload a video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!